Today is March 6th, 2026. We are taking a closer look at the escalation in Iran. From Neural Newscast, I'm Jonah Klein.
And I'm Leela Grant. The conflict involving the United States, Israel, and Iran has entered its 7th day. We are seeing a massive intensification of air operations over the Iranian capital.
Overnight, the Israeli military and the U.S. Air Force carried out their 12th wave of strikes. Residents in Tehran reported continuous explosions as B-2 Spirit stealth bombers targeted hardened, buried missile launchers. The Israel Defense Forces say these strikes focus on regime infrastructure. This follows the initial strikes on February 28th that killed the Iranian Supreme Leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
The death of Khamenei has fundamentally shifted Iran's response. Since the weekend, Tehran has broadened its attacks to include civilian sites and energy facilities across the Gulf. This includes drone strikes on the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh and the consulate in Dubai. Iran maintains that the U.S. and Israeli actions are illegal and has responded by restricting internet connectivity and closing its airspace.
There is a significant geopolitical escalation as well. Russia has begun providing Iran with targeting intelligence on U.S. military assets. This is the first time a major nuclear power has directly sided with Iran in this capacity. It suggests a deepening alliance that could extend this conflict far beyond initial Western expectations.
That intelligence support arrives as the conflict expands geographically. A new front opened in Lebanon earlier this week when Hezbollah fired rockets at Israeli positions. Hezbollah says it is seeking to avenge the death of Khamenei. In response, Israel launched a broad-scale wave of strikes against Beirut, hitting command centers and forcing more than 30,000 people to flee their homes.
The human cost within Iran is mounting. The human rights activists' news agency reports more than 1,100 civilians have been killed since the conflict began. This includes a strike on a girls' school in Minabah on Saturday that reportedly killed 168 people. While the U.S. reviews these reports, Israeli officials say they were not aware of any military operations in that specific area at the time.
Beyond the immediate combat zones, the global economy is feeling the impact. Iran is accused of attacking commercial shipping, effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz. This artery accounts for roughly 20% of the world's oil and gas supply. Major producers in Qatar and Saudi Arabia have already suspended operations at certain refineries due to security risks.
Oil and gas prices have surged globally. President Trump addressed the situation on Tuesday, saying the U.S. Navy would protect ships in the region if necessary, though he emphasized this would come at a price for the global market. He also stated today that there will be no deal with Iran unless the country agrees to an unconditional surrender.
The regional spillover is reaching Cyprus and Turkey. A British military base in Cyprus was struck by a drone earlier this week, and Turkey reported shooting down an Iranian missile over its airspace. This highlights how the conflict is drawing in regional states that were not originally part of the hostilities.
With the deaths of dozens of senior figures in the Revolutionary Guard and the loss of at least 11 naval vessels, Iran's military capacity is under extreme pressure. However, the introduction of Russian intelligence in the activity of Hezbollah suggests this conflict is far from over.
We will continue to track the developments from Tehran and the impact on global markets. From Neural Newscast, I'm Leela Grant.
And I'm Jonah Klein. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
Neural Newscast uses artificial intelligence in content creation, with human editorial review prior to publication. While we strive for factual, unbiased reporting, AI-assisted content may occasionally contain errors. Verify critical information with trusted sources. Learn more at neuralnewscast.com.